Okay, last class we have discussed about object oriented programming language and its features. Okay, so today we will be discussing about writing a simple code. Now before knowing this, okay, you have to know what is keyword. Okay, keywords are the reserved words of a Java program. It is important word. Key means important. So keywords are the reserved words of a Java program that has a special meaning. Okay, like in C there are 32 keywords where you write in, float, char, double. Okay, these are all your keyword. Void. Okay, so keywords are the reserved words of a Java program. Okay, mm, that has a special meaning. Okay, so in Java we also have a keyword. The keywords class, public, static, void, these are all your keywords. Okay, every keyword has a meaning. Okay, now where is the meaning stored? It has to be stored somewhere else because it has a work to do. Okay, like this class is a keyword that helps to create a new class. Creates new class. Okay, so which is the new class that has been created? Sample. Sample is the new class which have been created. So instead of this sample, you can give any name because it is just the class name, and class name can be given any name. It is one kind of identifier where identifier name can be given any name. Now what is an identifier? We will discuss in tokens. Okay. Now see, class is a keyword that helps to create a new class, and new class which has been created over here is sample. But where is the work of class defined? It is defined inside a package. Okay, now what is a package? Package is a collection of predefined classes, functions, objects and keywords which are grouped together and can be used whenever needed. So again I am repeating, package. What is a package? Package is a collection of predefined classes, functions and keywords which are grouped together and can be used whenever needed. Now to use a package we will be using import keyword. Okay, so import is a keyword that helps to use a package. Okay, there are many types of package like import java.lang.asterisk, import java.applet.asterisk, import java.io.asterisk, awt.asterisk, util.asterisk and lang.asterisk. Okay, now import java.lang.asterisk, it is also known as default package of Java. Default package means it will, whenever you are compiling the code, it will be automatically visible to the compiler. You don't have to write that. Okay, next we have got import java.io.asterisk, which is known as input and output package. Whenever you are using buffer reader class, you will be using io.asterisk package. Util, whenever you are using scanner class, you will be using that package. And these two, awt and applet package, are used for your graphical. Okay, whenever you are creating buttons, shape or line, okay, etc., whenever you are creating that graphical things, then your applet and awt, which is also known as abstract window toolkit package, will be used. Okay, now coming back to previous point, see, I have said package. Okay, now all your keywords are grouped inside this package. Now when you compile this code, as I said earlier, by default import java.lang.asterisk package will be visible to the compiler. You don't have to write that. Okay, now after that, see, this opening and this is the closing. This is the opening and this is the closing. What are these? These are known as compound statement. Okay, now what are compound statement? Compound statement. Compound statement. The statement which are used within the opening and closing braces are known as compound statement. Whatever you write within this code, okay, it is inside a block. So compound statement helps to form a block, right? So compound statement are the statement which are grouped together and can be used to form a block. Okay, the statement which are written within the opening and closing braces are known as compound statement. Now where to use compound statement? Compound statement will be used below the class. Okay, it will be used below the class, below the function, and number 3, below conditional statement. Conditional statement. Now what does conditional statement over here means? Conditional statement means if, else, for, while, do, while, switch. These are all your conditional statement. We will be using compound statement in this, okay, in this conditional statement, right? Now whenever you are using compound statement, just above that do not put semicolon. Yeah, I have used compound statement, don't put semicolon. Okay, compound statement, whenever you are using it, just above that don't put semicolon. Next, see over here, whenever you are compiling this code, I have written after that public static void main string args. Every word has a meaning. Okay, now this public, what is a public? Public is an access specifier. Now again, what is the access specifier then? Access specifier specifies till what extent your code can be accessible. Okay, there can be 4 types of access specifier: private, public, protected and friendly. Okay, which is also known as default. Private means whenever you write private to a class or a method, then the code can be accessible within that particular class block only. It cannot be accessed outside the class block, right? Whereas public means the code can be accessible within the class block as well as outside the class block. Protected means can be accessed within the package and within the package and outside the package, okay, but only by the child class. What is a child class? It is also known as derived class or subclass, which we have already discussed in object oriented programming language. Okay, and when you do not write anything, it turns into default or friendly, and that method or a class can be accessed only within the package. Okay, now next, see main function. Why did I write public then? Because whenever you compile this code will be called from JVM, also known as Java Virtual Machine. It is the interpreter. So whenever you compile this code, okay, the main function will be called from outside, okay, outside this class block. Hence, main function has to be declared as public. Then why did we write static? Static means whenever main function is called, it is not required to create an object and call the function. Because if you do not write this static, then from JVM you should create an object then call the main function. Whereas if you write static, it means the main function can be called without creating an object or an instance. Now void. Every function will return a value. Void over here means a main function will return null value. Null means nothing. Okay. Now what is main? Main is the program from where the actual Java program begins. You may be having 1000 and 1000 lines of code over here later on, and you may be having 1000 and 1000 of lines of code over here. But main function, your program always starts from main and ends in main only. Okay, and whenever a main function is called, it takes one argument, okay, which will be in the form of string. String is a class. Okay, it is also data type we will be using later. So string is a data type, and this symbol over here, it is the array. And what is this args? Args is the variable name. So main function, whenever it is called, it takes one argument which is in the form of string array type, and args is the variable name. So instead of args you can give any name, okay, because it is also one kind of identifier. The rules is there which we will be doing in next topic, that is variables. Okay, now after that again compound statement is used, hence I am not using semicolon. Okay, then see system.out.print. What is system then? System is a class. Okay, system is a class that provides two objects, in and out. Whenever you are taking input, we will be using in. Whenever you are displaying, we will be using out. Again, out provides two functions, that is print and println. Where print prints the statement which are written within the double quotes. So print will print the statement which are written within the double quotes, and println will print the statement and creates a new line. Okay, so print and println, you must know the difference. print prints the statement within double quotes. Okay, whereas ln prints the statement written in double quotes and creates new line. So it first print the statement, ln will print the statement inside the double quotes. Print the statement which is inside the double quotes, then it creates a new line. So see over here, see, system is a class. I want to display the output, hence I need to use out. Okay, and dot over here, it is the referential operator. Referential operator. It is linking the object and a class and also the functions. So system is referring to out. Out is referring to print. Print is printing the statement which is written inside the double quote. So in this case, the output that I get is simple. Okay, because it is written inside double quote, and semicolon ends the statement. Like in English language, the every statement ends with full stop. Over here, every statement ends with semicolon. After that, next line will be read. In next line, I have got system.out.print. Again, code is written together. So simple code will be a output. But if I want, let's say, simple space code, okay, then I can give simple space over here. Simple space will be printed, then code will be printed. Okay, but what also I can write, instead of giving space over here, I can give it over here also. So first of all, simple is printed, then space code will be printed. Okay, but what if I want simple code to be written in next line, in different line? Okay, what if I want simple code to be written in different line? I'll be using ln, because ln prints the statement and creates a new line. But where to use ln? If ln has to be used over here. Now what happens? Simple is printed, then creates a new line. In next line, what will be printed? Code will be printed. So this is your output. Okay, so today, now see, after that your main function ends, your class ends. Now every opening and closing braces also should have opening braces, also should have closing braces also. Okay, so today what we did is that, first of all, we did package. Package is a collection of predefined classes, functions, objects and keywords which are grouped together and can be used whenever needed. Now the keyword that helps to use package is import. So import is a keyword that helps to use a package. Next thing, there are many types of package. The different types of package I have explained about. Import java.line, which is known as default package. I don't have to write that. Automatically, whenever I am compiling, this package will be visible to the user. So io.asterisk, input and output package. Whenever you are using buffer reader, then you have to use that. Util, whenever you are using scanner class, you have to use that. Applet and AWT, whenever you use graphical, then you need to use applet and AWT. AWT stands for abstract windowing toolkit. Okay, then after that, what I have done is I have explained about public stack. I have explained about class. So what is class? Class is a keyword that helps to create a new class. New class which has been created is sample. Instead of sample, you can give any name. After that, compound statement has been used. Compound statement are the statement which are grouped, which are written within the opening and closing braces, and it helps to form multiple statement into block. And compound statement should be used below class, below function and below the conditional statement like if, for, loop, okay, switch case, else if. Understood? Okay, whenever we use compound statement, do not use semicolon, just above that. Now what is public? Public is an access specifier. What is access specifier? Access specifier specifies till what extent your code can be accessible. There are 4 types of access specifier: private, public, protected and friendly. Private means whenever we create a method or a class private, then the code can be accessible within the class block only. Whereas when we write public, the code can be accessible within the class as well as outside the class. Protected can be accessed within the package and outside the package, but only by the child class, also known as derived class. When we do not write anything, that is friendly or default and can be accessed only within the package. Okay, and main function we have created as public because this is the code. The main function over here will be called from JVM, which is outside this particular program. Hence main function has to be declared as public. Next, static. Main function has been declared as static, which means without creating an object, main function is called. Okay. Void means null. Whenever main function is called, it is returning nothing. Main is a program from where your actual Java program begins. Whenever main function will start, it takes one argument which will be in the form of string array type. String is the data type, this is the array symbol, args is the variable name. Instead of args you can write anything, but it cannot be a keyword. Rules, there are rules we will be discussing later in the chapters. Now, system.out.print. System is a class. Every class should start with capital letter. So system over here is in capital letter. System is a class that provides two objects, in and out. In refers while taking an input, out will be referred while displaying the output. Out provides two functions, print and println. Print prints the statement, whereas which will be written within the double quotes, whereas println prints the statement which are written within the double quotes and creates a new line. So over here dot is the referential operator and referring to function and the object. System.out.print as a whole means it prints the statement which are written within the double quotes. Simple will be printed, then creates a new line. In new line what I am displaying? Out, code. I am printing code. After that every statement ends with semicolon. Semicolon means end of statement. Okay, then your main function ends, then your class ends. Okay, this much for today.